Energy policy is what governments do to try and give us reliable supplies of energy that don't cost too much and don't have too much impact on the environment. It's a very broad topic because it could cover almost anything governments are doing that tries to affect the supply or the consumption of energy. What governments do varies a lot with their setting. In some countries, the government owns an energy company and can simply tell it to do something. In others, companies are privately owned and the government has to make the companies act in other ways. It might be that they change rules affecting the choices that companies are allowed to make, or they'll use incentives, trying to make the companies prefer some things rather than others. As an economist, I naturally think about markets, changing prices with taxes or with subsidies to discourage things we don't want through taxes, and subsidising things we do want to encourage them. One good example of this is the European Union's emission trading system, effectively putting a price on carbon that raised the cost of burning coal relative to the cost of using gas to generate electricity. In 2005-2006, when the prices were quite high for carbon, that saved an estimated 27 to 42 million tonnes of CO2 emissions. That's a good example of prices in a market guiding companies to make optimising economic decisions and drive cleaner production. However, a lot of decisions are not affected by prices, or not as affected by prices as most economists would hope. And to illustrate that, I'm going to use a framework by Michael Grab, Jean-Charles Hurcade and Carsten Neuhoff, where they talk about three different domains of human decision-making and three policy pillars to deliver different results. So if we think perhaps about the choice of a new fridge, you might want to buy an energy-efficient model, but do you know how much better one fridge is compared to another one? Without that information, you're not going to be able to make the best choice. You'll make a decision that's good enough. You'll satisfice. And it's very unlikely that just putting a tax on electricity would actually change your decision unless you could have that information. So the government needs to respond with standards and with engagement, making simple to read labels that can tell you how much better this fridge is compared to the other one, and maybe setting a standard that actually forces the manufacturers not to make inefficient fridges anymore. That can help us make much smarter choices. Michael and his co-authors argue that instead of trying to rely on prices alone, we should use standards and engagement, information labels that show us which type of fridge is better and by how much, and standards that might ban manufacturers from producing the inefficient fridges. Those policies can help drive smarter choices. But smarter choices and market signals are not going to be enough given the scale of the transformation we need to make. We need to invest strategically to dramatically change our infrastructure, and for that we need government support, help for research and development, perhaps investment in training and in special facilities, and support for the cost of new technologies while they're not yet cheap enough or good enough to stand on their own feet in the marketplace. That kind of strategic investment policy can drive forwards the innovation and the change in the infrastructure that we need, and investment in renewable energy is certainly going to be part of that. Strategic investment can transform our energy infrastructure, and investment in renewable energy is part of that. So I've introduced a framework for thinking about energy policy. I don't want to be abstract in this course though. I want to help you apply these principles to a whole range of problems. So we will be looking at the issues of cost, reliability, and environmental impact.